Hi, hello, namaste, good evening to all. Myself Murali PG. Today let us have the continuation of YouTube class. Here I am going to have the class on refresher on human immunity and diseases. This is the today's topic. Unacademy introduced many different types of plus course category to achieve a good ranking in the oncoming Karnataka CET exam. So let's crack KCET with Unacademy. Get your subscription today. Use code is KCET Murali to get 10% off. And what are the specialty of this plus course? Benefit: there is premium content at affordable price, structured live courses, quizzes at regular intervals, batches for complete preparation, test series for DPPs, and a single subscription for unlimited access. So everything is under single plus subscription. And what are the specialty of plus course? It is with the 20 plus top educators, 10 plus batches, 250 plus courses, 2000 plus lessons, and many more added every day. So use code, it is KCET Murali to get 10% off. Okay, and these are the pricing plan for 1 month course, 1500, and these are the 3-month course, 6 month. If you are going to write the exam in the next year, that is 2022, then you can subscribe for these classes. Anyhow, during subscription use my code KCET Murali. So how to subscribe? Download Unacademy Learners app and install it, and go to under search go to state CET, under which Karnataka CET, and you can select your interested class under that category. Okay, so during the subscription please use my code KCET Murali. And these are the plus subscription batches, with the rankers batch, then Kannada batch, and Nextros batch are there, and you can join to any plus course category. Okay, then this is the daily T20 free practice test for the Karnataka CET 2021-22, and daily 20 questions in 20 minutes. Take live test class, get leaderboard ranking, evaluate your performance, attempt later multiple times, practice regularly, and gain confidence for the exam. Available for free, so you can use it. Then there is a test series also you can have. So this is about the Unacademy plus courses. And today let us have the refresher on human immunity and disease. That is one of the second PUC topic, that is human health and disease chapter, under which it is coming. And my next class will be on 27th, and the topic is organism and population under ecology. Okay, that is my next class for this month under YouTube. So very good evening to all, welcome to the class. Now let us have the discussion of questions under which under this human immunity and disease. Sorry. Yes, my dear friends, the first question for this topic, along with this one, we are going to discuss the in and around of that questions under this thing. So which of the following systems protect our body against disease causing microorganism? Out of the following option, which is the right one? So immune system, digestive system, excretory system, respiratory system. That is what? A, immune system. Immune system is going to help with the respect to protection of our body against disease causing organism. Yes, so yes, Manoj, you are right. Welcome to the class. Good evening, namaste. And the second question: which of the following immunity is present from our birth itself? By birth, we are going to get some kind of immune power. it is coming under which title? Innate immunity, active immunity, passive immunity, acquired immunity. So which is the right answer for this question number 2nd? It is innate immunity. Innate immunity, it is by birth. We are having that immunity directly during the time of birth itself. That is what our innate immunity terminology. What about the other things? Passive, acquired. Acquired means we are getting it from outer side, isn't it? The active immunity, in our body itself, the immune power is generated after the entry of the pathogen. And passive immunity, it is immune power is passed from outer side. Next, question number 3. Neutrophils, basophil, lymphocyte, eosinophil and monocytes are example of what? Means here total WBC cells, isn't it? WBC cell, it is for what? Physical barrier, cellular barrier, cytokine barrier, physiological barrier. So under first line of defense system, we can observe physical, physiological, cellular, cytokine barrier. So our WBC cells coming under which category? That is cellular barriers. So under cellular barrier category, our immune system with respect to WBC cells. So WBC cells are meant for, especially for the immune power or coming under human defense system. So right answer is B, cellular barrier. Yes, Manoj, you are right for this question. The third question also, good work, keep it up. So right answer for the third one, it is B. And fourth one, B cells and T cells are two types of cells involved in which kind of immunity? B cell or B lymphocyte. B lymphocyte, and another one is T lymphocyte. So it is coming under humoral immunity. This is coming under cell mediated immunity. Now that involved with respect to our immunity category to which it belongs to, that is acquired immunity. Okay, acquired immunity. So right answer is D for fourth question. Yes. Then fifth question, question number 5. The common disorders caused by poor immune system include. So due to poor immune system, which is the common disorder or disease caused in the face of human being? Epidemic, deficiency disease, autoimmune disease, none of the above. So fifth one, it is not pandemic disease, it is epidemic disease. So epidemic disease will be there due to the poor immune system. Which of the following statement is true about passive immunity? Which of the following statement is true about passive immunity? So sixth one, it is this immunity causes reactions. This immunity develops immediately. Then this immunity lasts only for few weeks or month. So all the three statements are right. So correct option will be D is the correct option. For the question number 6, D is the right one. For the question number 5, A is the right one. Yes, Manoj, you are right. Yeah, you are right for all the questions. Good work. Next, question number 7. The branch of biology involved in the study of immune system in all organisms, it is called what? It is called immunology. So botany, study of plants. Microbiology, study of microorganisms. Immunology, study of immune system. And biotechnology, it is the technical aspects are incorporated with biology for human benefit. That is the biotechnology. So the recent thing is biotechnology out of the following thing, isn't it? So right answer is C for the question number 7. Yes, you are right. Yeah. Next, question number 8. Which of the following cells is involved in the cell mediated immunity? So 8th one, it is T cell or T lymphocyte. this T lymphocyte not going to produce, not producing antibody, not producing antibody, that is a T lymphocyte. And this T lymphocyte not producing antibody, it is coming under cell mediated immunity. Okay, if it is B lymphocyte, it is not, it is going to produce antibody and it is coming under humoral immunity. Okay, so right answer for 8th one, it is A. Yes, you are right. Next question number 9. Which of the following conveys the longest lasting or long lasting immunity to an infectious agent, which will going to be there in a powerful manner for long duration of time in our body? Active immunity, passive immunity, both A and B, none of the above. The right answer is active immunity, because it is produced in the body itself. With respect to immunization, we are going to have the active immunity. Okay, it is lifelong, long lasting immunity power observed in the case of human body because of the administration of the vaccine. What is vaccine? It is an attenuated pathogen, or partially inactive pathogen. Yeah, it is going to be administered, and as a result of that, our body immune system is going to produce antibody against that antigen of that pathogen, and it is nothing but active immunity. It is long lasting immunity. So right answer for 9th one, it is A. Then 10th one, which of the following does not act as a protecting barrier for the body surface? Does not act as a protecting barrier for the body surface. So skin, mucus, gastric gland, but it is not a salivary gland. Salivary amylase. Salivary amylase is an enzyme for the degradation of amylose content of the starch. It is not acting like the protecting barrier for body surface, but skin is a good one. Mucus secretion in the lining of gastrointestinal tract. In the case of respiratory tract, it is going to trap the unwanted things. Then gastric glands, of course, in the case of stomach, it will going to kill many bacteria. So the right answer is D, salivary amylase. Yes, Manoj, you are right for this question. Yes, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Any questions, any clarification, any students can ask. Next question number 11. Which of the following cell is involved in humoral immunity? Humoral and cell mediated, isn't it? Under this, which is the right answer? It is the B cell. B cell, after getting immunosensitization, will going to produce two types of cells. One is the memory cell and another one is the plasma cell. Plasma cell will going to produce the antibody. Memory cell will going to maintain the going to have the memorization of the antigen. So as a result of that, the same antigen or the same pathogen enters into the same person for the second time, the immune power development, it is faster than that of the previous one. That is because of the presence of memory cell, and plasma cell is going to produce the antibody against that pathogen. So the right answer for the question number 11, it is B. Manoj, you are right. Good. Then which of the following immunity is obtained during a lifetime? That is active immunity, passive immunity, both B and C. Then innate immunity. During a lifetime, it is for long lasting, it is active immunity. For lifetime, it is answer is D, both B and C. Okay, both B and C are the right. So correct option is D for question number 12. Then skin, body hair, cilia, eyelashes, the respiratory tract and the gastrointestinal tract are the example of which kind of barrier system? Skin, body hair, cilia, eyelashes, respiratory tract and gastrointestinal tract is going to be the example for which kind of barrier system? whether it is physical, cellular, cytokine, physiological. It is the physical barrier. Physical barrier. Right answer is A for 13th one. Yeah, you are right. For the previous question D, and present question is A is the right answer. And next question number 14. Am I right? Yeah. Cells involved in innate immunity are the innate immunity: phagocyte, macrophages, natural killer cells, means NK cells. You can write it as NK cells, and all of the above. So 14th one, cells involved in the innate immunity: phagocyte, macrophages, NK cell. So right answer is D, all of the above. Is the right one? Yes, Muttu. Welcome to the class. You are right for the previous question. That is A is the right answer. Welcome. Namaste. Good evening. And next, yeah, Manoj, you are right for this question number 14. D is the right answer. Next, 15th question. Which of the following immunity is called the first line defense? It is the innate immunity, which is observed in the body, and by birth we are having that immunity. Next, this is about human immunity, the first part of the questions. The second part of the question is related with the diseases. Okay, today's topic is like that, human immunity and disease. So in the first 15th question I said about I cleared about human immunity. Now I am moving towards human disease. Yeah, yes, Muntu, you are right for the previous question. Your answer is right. Good work. And the next question number 16. Diseases that spread from one person to another are called what? What is the terminology? Communicable, degenerative, non-communicable, none of the above. These are communicable diseases. So community diseases are communicable because it is transferred from one person to another person. Best example is common cold. Of course, coronavirus now, COVID-19 is also the example for communicable disease. So best example we can give it as the rhinovirus, responsible for responsible for cold is a rhinovirus. So right answer for 16th one, A. Yes, Mahima, namaste. Namaste sir, namaste. Okay, welcome to the class. Yes, for 16th question, A is the right answer. Yes, Manoj, you are right. Mahima, you are right. I will move on to the next question now. 17th. Night blindness is caused due to the deficiency of which vitamin? It is vitamin A. Vitamin A or vitamin A is responsible for the night blindness in the case of human being. So 17th question, right answer is A. 18th one, which of the following diseases is an example of non-communicable diseases? Non-communicable means it is not transferred from person to person. Cancer, diabetes, hypertension. So all the three options are right. So the right choice it is D, all of the above. Non-communicable means it is not transferring from one person to another person in the society. So it is non-community diseases. Okay. Yeah. So 18th, non-spreading. You can call it as non-spreading diseases. So 18th one, D is the right answer. Yes, Manoj, you are right. Mahima, you are right. Yes. Yeah. Cancer, it is, yeah. Cancer, diabetes, hypertension, all are not going to be considered as non-communicable disease. All are considered as all are considered as non-communicable disease. So right option is D. Mahima, yeah, you are right. Next question number 19. Alzheimer's and osteoporosis are the examples of what? Alzheimer's disease related with the neural disease, and osteoporosis are the example of what? Communicable disease, degenerative disease, non-communicable disease, none of the above. The right answer is degenerative disease. Why? In the Alzheimer's disease, neurons are degenerate. So loss of memory. In the osteoporosis, the cells of the bone, so bone cell degenerate because of the absence or deficiency of calcium. Here, neural tissue, neural cell will going to degenerate. So right answer for the question number 19, it is B. Okay, B is the right answer. Yes, Jyotika, welcome to the class. Good evening, namaste. So 19th question, B is the right answer, but it is a degenerative disease. Of course, it is non-communicable, but most appropriate, more appropriate or right answer is with respect to its technical thing background, it is a degenerative disease. Okay. Then 20th one, excessive bleeding during an injury is a deficiency of what? So hemophilia, excess bleeding, it is a deficiency of which kind of vitamin? It is vitamin K. Vitamin K is the deficiency result in the excessive loss of blood during the injury. Next question number 21. Yeah. Yes, for the previous question number 20, it is C is the right answer. Yes, Manoj, you are right. My dear students, my next class will be on 27th, and the topic is organism and population. Okay, organism and population. Yes. Now coming to the next question 21. Goiter and the enlarged thyroid gland are mainly diagnosed in the patient with the deficiency of which of the following minerals? So 21st, it is B, iodine, because it is the hyposecretion of thyroxine hormone. So thyroxine hormone is from thyroid gland. So there comes T4 and T3, tetraiodothyronine and triiodothyronine. So thyroxine hormone deficiency will be there due to the deficiency of iodine in the food item. So enlargement of thyroid gland, hyposecretion of thyroid gland will be there, and goiter, that is the physical appearance of that hyposecretion and enlargement of thyroid gland in the neck portion, that is because of the deficiency of iodine. So proper iodine should be there in our food. Yes, Manu, you are right. Next, 22nd question. Right? Yeah, 22nd question. Cystic fibrosis and hemophilia are examples of what? Hemophilia, it is a X-linked recessive disease, and cystic fibrosis, formation of cyst or that tissue, uncontrolled growth of tissue. It is what? It is the example for what? 22nd, hereditary disease, degenerative disease, deficiency disease, none of the above. It is the hereditary disease, cystic fibrosis and the hemophilia. Yes, Manoj, you are right. Next, which of the following disease is caused by various pathogenic microorganisms? Deficiency disease, hereditary disease, infectious disease, degenerative disease. So 23rd, the right answer is C. It is infectious disease. Which of the following diseases is caused by various pathogenic microorganisms? It is nothing but infectious disease. 24. Which of the following diseases is caused by protein deficiency? Protein deficiency. Yes, for 23rd question, right answer is C. And next, 24th question, which of the following disease is caused by protein deficiency? Deficiency of protein result in what? 24th, right answer, anemia, kwashiorkor, hypothyroidism, all of the above. It is the kwashiorkor, especially observed in the case of children. Okay, so it is a group of symptoms will be there due to the deficiency of essential amino acid, especially the protein, isn't it? Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, So kwashiorkor is commonly observed in the case of children, and here it is the deficiency of essential amino acid, because essential amino acids are not supplied, not produced in the body, it is supplied from the outer side. So in the diet, if it is absent or it is in scarcity or in the less amount, that will going to have the kwashiorkor disease symptoms in the case of children especially. So proper protein supply should be there in a developing child. So right answer for 24, it is B. Okay. So next question number 24, it is B. Yes, Manoj. Next 25, which of the following vitamin is also known as ascorbic acid? The alternate term for one vitamin, it is considered as ascorbic acid. So if you take the ascorbic acid, it is nothing but vitamin C. Remember my dear students, citrus fruits are rich with the vitamin C, but highest vitamin will be there, vitamin C will be there, or ascorbic acid will be there in the case of chili. So green chilies are having high amount of ascorbic acid. So it will going to be helpful with respect to strong nature to the body, that is a vitamin C. So right answer for the 25th, it is C. Then the deficiency disease can be prevented by, deficiency diseases can be prevented. How we can prevent the deficiency disease? Prolonged cooking, eating only fruits, eating only vegetables, eating food with good nutritional value. So what is deficiency? It's a less of nutritional value, isn't it? So 26 D is the right answer. Eating food with good nutritional value, it is required for the total well-being of the person who is having the deficiency of that particular nutritional thing. So deficiency diseases are going to be expressed in that person. So right answer for 26, it is eating food with the good nutritional value. So that is the answer. Okay. Yes, Manoj, you are right. Jyotika, you are right. Yes, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. My next class will be on 27th. Organism and population is the topic. And the next question number 27. AIDS, common cold, dengue fever and influenza are the example of what? HIV, common cold, dengue and influenza are the best examples for what? It is what? Infectious agent or communicable type of disease. Communicable type of disease. So right answer is B for 27. Which of the following vitamin help in blood clotting? So in previous one question I said prolonged excess or prolonged wastage or losing of blood when a heavy wound is there, that is because of the deficiency of vitamin K. So vitamin K deficiency will going to have the loss of heavy amount of blood. So blood clotting mechanism will going to be slow if the vitamin K is absent or it is very less, not absent, very less. So which vitamin will going to help? This is the vitamin K. So right answer is D for 28. Another two questions are left. Yes, Manoj, you are right. Vitamin K. Mahima, you are right. Vitamin K. Good work. Next question number 29. Which of the following vitamins functions as both hormone and visual pigment? It is acting like vitamin and also visual pigment. Hormone and visual pigment. Dual in function. Which is that one? It is the retinol. Retinol and opsin is there. So when the light focus on the retina of eye, where retinol will going to have the dissociation with the opsin, result in the formation of membrane permeability, and the movement of ions will result in the change of the potentiality, and that potential nature or potential power is going to be picked up by that neural connection, that is optic nerves, and send it into the optic lobes where visualization will be there. So if you take vitamin, it is retinol is the considered as a hormone and visual trick. Okay, right answer, it is the right answer, it is B. Okay, B for 29. Next question number 30. Which of the following vitamin is also known as niacin and plays a vital role in many digestive tract infections? So, vital role in many digestive tract functions. So, one of the vitamin is known as niacin. It is important for many digestive tract functions, that is vitamin B3. Okay, vitamin B3 is very much essential for different types of digestive tract functions. Yes, yes, Geeta, welcome to the class. Yes, Manoj, good work. Okay, good response. So the right answer for 30th one, it is C. Okay, by this let us conclude this class now. So if you want more, please join to our plus class. There you will get detailed theory, MCQ, doubt clearance, mega quiz, and single subscription for unlimited access. So all the things are there under plus course, so you can join to the plus course. As a result, you will get more things from our side. Myself, I am taking the Rankers batch, Kannada batch, and Mestros batch with respect to our biology, and next class will be on 27th of this month. Time is same, 9 p.m. and topic is organism and population, one of the chapter under second year college. Okay, so thank you, see you again in the next class. Good night, good work, keep it up, read well, do well. Okay, thank you.